Why is the world so cruel and how do we protect our softness? Before we deep dive into this topic, we need to pause. We need to look closely at this word, the world. What does that actually mean to you? Because the truth is, the world looks completely different depending on what you are facing right now, depending on what you see when you open your eyes. For some of you, the world is just your immediate environment, the neighborhood you walk through, the office you sit in. For others, the world isn't a planet at all, it is just one single person. Because we all know it only takes one person to become your entire universe. And it only takes that one person to make your world feel entirely cruel. Or maybe for you, the world is global. It is the heavy, chaotic noise flooding your screen every time you open social media. The headlines, the comment sections, the endless stream of hostility. No matter which world you are struggling with today, the weight is the same. So let's break down why it feels so cold and more importantly, how you can protect your softness within it. Let's start with the one person world. This is you against that one individual who is draining you. It could be a parent, a friend, a lover, a sibling, anybody. If you want me to cover a specific dynamic later, let me know in the comments or email me. For now, let's look at the bigger picture. If you are a sensitive person, you face this draining energy constantly. Why? Because you are the one who understands. You are the one who feels deeply. But the other person, they don't acknowledge your pain and it becomes impossible to cope. Over time, if you keep going back to them without making changes, your mind alters. It hampers you. Why? Because you didn't know how to draw a line for your own emotions. Notice that I am only talking about you, not them. Because we cannot change other people. Even if they do change, it takes them a long time to realize they were wrong. So when you hear the same cruelty over and over, your consciousness shifts. You start thinking this behavior is normal. You start thinking everyone is like this. And then slowly, you lose your childlike innocence. You become cold. Next is your environment world, which could be your workspace, your neighborhood, your extended family. Let me be very clear, it only takes one negative person to completely ruin how you view your entire environment. But there is another trap here. Imagine you grew up, let's say, suppose you grew up in a beautiful, positive home. When you step out into the real world, you expect everyone to treat you with that same love. But that usually never happens. And that is when the world feels cruel. Think about it. If you take that one person world theory and apply it everywhere, if your boss treats you badly, your relatives judge you, and your friends let you down, sometimes snaps, you start looking in the mirror, you think, maybe I am the problem. You accept that reality is just ugly. And once again, you turn cold. You become a completely different person. Finally, we look at the global world, the noise inside your phone, the news, the social media gossip. This isn't even your actual physical reality, but it still controls your mind. Collectively, our world is in a very tragic place right now. Your behaviors and emotions are being tracked by algorithms just to sell you products. Now, I don't care about the business side of it, but look at what it does to your soul. If you are already carrying a heavy feeling, say you use the phone, and most of us use social media, so the algorithm notices. It starts flooding your feed with negativity. Let's use a random example. You have a fight with your partner. Suddenly, your reels are flooded with videos of toxic relationships, sad endings, and people crying for attention. If you are aware enough to see the trap, you can swipe away. But say if your mind is already heavy, you sink into it. We are just human, right? You find relatable pain, your heart gets even more colder, and finally you just give up. You accept that the world is crooked, and you end up feeling entirely miserable. Now, how do we reclaim our peace? So, here are five pillars of softness. First one is stop giving rent free access to your mind. The first step to staying soft is protecting your space. Right now, you are allowing toxic people to live rent free in your head. When someone drains you, ignores your feelings, or treats you coldly, you don't have to fight them. You don't have to change them. But you do have to draw a hard line. Just calmly walk away. Stop participating in conversations that degrade your peace. Always remember your energy is a gift. So you need to stop giving it to people who don't appreciate it. The second one is always remember hurt people. So when someone in your everyday life snaps at you, right, your brain instantly asks, what did I do wrong? You take it personally. But here is the truth, their cruelty is never about you. It is a confession of their own internal pain. Just view their anger as a mirror of their chaotic mind, not a reflection of your worth. So when you realize they are just hurting, you can stay kind without absorbing their trash. Third is protect your first 30 minutes. You cannot stay soft if you start your day by drowning in global tragedy. I mean, I tend to do this myself, but I really have to practice. You know, I have to practice. I have to have a certain routine every day to keep to keep myself aware not to do the same thing. So what I'm trying to say is when you open your phone the second you wake up, right? You are letting an algorithm decide your mood. Even if you maybe disagree with me, I think somewhere, if you pause and just think about it, maybe somewhere we all do this, right? You react to the world before you even plant your feet on the ground. So protect your morning innocence. Spend the first half hour entirely in the physical world. Drink water, look out the window, just probably exercise, or just let your mind stabilize in reality before you step into the digital chaos. Number four is human beings are not wired for global grief. In this internet age, right, we feel a strange guilt if we don't care about every single disaster, debate, or opinion happening across the planet. But you were never built to carry the weight of 8 billion people simultaneously. It is not selfish to look away from the screen, it is sustainable. Turn off the news, mute the gossip, limit your attention so you can actually have enough kindness left to give to the real people standing right in front of you. Number five, softness is not weakness, it is rebellion. So the world will try to convince you that being cold, hard, and cynical is a sign of strength. Don't believe that lie. Closing your heart is easy, anyone can become bitter, but staying kind, remaining open, keeping your heart soft when everything around you tells you to harden it, that takes true roaring courage. Kindness is not a weakness, it is a deliberate, powerful act of defiance against a cold world. I just wanted to say this that if you are listening to this right now and you feel like your heart has started to harden, please don't give up on yourself just yet. Your softness is not a flaw, it is not a mistake. It is the most beautiful, authentic part of who you are. The world does not need more cold, cynical people. It desperately needs people who have the courage to stay gentle. So take a deep breath, put down the weight of the entire world, look at your immediate surroundings, protect your peace, and remember that you are allowed to live safely inside your own heart. Thank you for sitting with me today on Earth Dragon Speaks. And before you click away, let's start a safe space in the comment section below. You can tell me which of these five areas do you need to protect the most right now, and we can talk about it. So until next time, protect your softness. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.